Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. This is Umaira Saeed and today we are going to discuss the paraphrase, which is very much important from the research point of view and for the publication as well. It would help you a lot after 5 years when you will have to write your own dissertation. What is paraphrase? It is derived from the Greek word and the meaning is literally the equivalent of the sentence. It means that when you have to rephrase, reproduce, repeat and rewrite. Like in all these 4 words, the one thing is very much common and that is this re. What this re stands for? When you have to repeat or write the same thing of a same or maybe of a more than the original length, but you have to note down and write down all the important points, all the important aspects which has been discussed in the original paragraph. As I said that it is the rephrasing. Phrase, a group of the word which gives some meaning, but when you rephrase, you can never leave any of the meaning which is being mentioned in that particular sentence. You have to rewrite or write in your own words, but keeping in mind that what has been said into that sentence is said to be rephrased. When we write a thesis, a term paper or an article for the research purposes, the paraphrase technique helps us a lot. As you will go further or find out more other videos, as most of you go for the searching, you find out the one basic thing, that is that you must have a command over the brainstorming, over the reading and over the understanding and comprehension of the text, and that is why the comprehension is very much important for the rephrasing of something. How you would have a command over the rephrasing? First of all, your reading should be very strong. Number 2, you must have a long term memory, so that whatever you are reading, you just keep it store in your long term, and later on when you rewrite something, you may bring out it from your conscious and the long term mind and rewrite in your own words. How would you rewrite? When you would have a good reading, when you would have a background knowledge of something, like you can one thing which is very important is that paraphrase is entirely different from, as we have discussed, the précis, memo, translation and summarizing. Now discuss it one by one. What is summary? When I said you that give me the summary of this paragraph, summary means that you have to find out the gist or the crux out of it. Crux means like you may summarize whole of the paragraph in 1 or 2 words. When I say you to precise it, that you have to 1/3 cut down the whole paragraph, you may not eliminate or discard any of the important information, but you have to compose and terseness become very important while precising something. When you go for the translation, translation is a different techniques, although it becomes very different to translate one paragraph to another paragraph, and that is why when Umar Khayyam was translated by Fitzgerald, he sometimes people blamed that he could not understand the depth of the meaning of and the poetry of the Umar Khayyam, and that is why Fitzgerald poetry related to the Umar Khayyam is considered to be the book of blasphemy, and he was started with the blasphemy like Umar Khayyam as well. So translation has a different strategy as well, and you cannot add everything in the translation. So I have picked out the 3 differences. So what is memo? Memo is to convey the important information, but when it is about the paraphrase, you not only have to rewrite whole of the substance, you not only have to rewrite and bring out all the important points which was in the original text, but you have to put yourself, like you have to make the paraphrase content as your own creation, as different from the original text. Simple is that I have written a very simple example for you. It is one of the quotation from the Of Death essay of Francis Bacon, in which he said, he opened up his essay that the people fear of death as children of darkness. It is a simple phrase and you have to rephrase it, and every person will rephrase it with the different with the different mind and with their different ideology. So what you have to do, the simple methodology of the paraphrase is read this sentence one time. People fear of death as children fear of darkness. Number 2, now read again and try to understand that what was the purpose of author of saying this phrase. People fear of death as children of darkness. So we have find the two different words like the fear, the death and the darkness. So these words can be replaced with their synonyms, or this can be elaborate as well. You may say that the people fear can be replaced with the synonym scare. The death can be scared with the last breath. As children fear of darkness when there is no light. So if I am at your place and I have been given a chance to rephrase the original content of the Francis Bacon or into my words, my reproduction, rewriting and rephrasing of this phrase will be that the people are very much scared of the last breath as the children of fear with the place with having no light. It means that the darkness can be replaced with the no light, death can be replaced with the last day, with the last breath, and the fear can be replaced with the scare. And when I will write this sentence somewhere else, it would be written and observed like my creation, like I have quoted this word, otherwise I haven't quoted this word. This is from the Francis Bacon. So this is one of the way of paraphrasing. It has been said by some of the philosophers that the techniques of the paraphrase sometimes make the good paragraph into bad and some bad paragraph into good. Because English is not our language and we don't have a command over it, but rephrase help us a lot to understand most of the books and most of to bring out some our own creativity. Like many of the theses which have been placed as a pies in different libraries of different universities, all those theses generally are the rephrased. There are less work which is based on originality. Sometimes people try to rephrase, like it is not only in the medical engineering field, but in literature we try to rephrase and try to bring out some new content for the student and for the coming generation, whereas in the medical engineering you people have a room and the space to bring out something new by performing some laboratory action or by performing some practicals as well. So this is one of the aspect of the paraphrasing. What should be the order of the paraphrasing is that, as I have make up and sketch out a pyramid for you. Number 1, like when you are paraphrasing something or rephrasing something or rewriting something, one of the most important thing is never let any important information missed. Like if you are paraphrasing this small sentence, then you can never let any of the information left unphrased. You have to include everything which are important to rephrase. If you are rephrasing a paragraph or an essay, you cannot skip any of the information. Number 2, there must be unity. Many of the people when start paraphrasing or rephrasing or rewriting something, they lost the unity of ideas. So there are the 5 basic steps which I would tell at the end of the lecture, that what are the 5 quick steps of making your paraphrasing or rephrasing more easy job for you. There must be some unity of an idea. It is a unity of idea which we discussed in the paragraph writing and techniques as well. Then there must be an order. Unity of idea will be generated when you would have an order in your thoughts. When you would have an order in your thoughts, then definitely that order will be reside in your written content as well. Synonyms are very important, my students. If you do not know that what is the synonym of that, you may take help from your dictionary. You may take help from the Google as well, and you may find so many synonyms related to that word. Suppose if you are paraphrasing or rephrasing something as in an examination as a question. So, you may find out the synonyms from the whole of the context and try to make your rephrase content more easy, comprehensive and comprehensible as well, so that it may appear as your own creation. Then number 3 is the substance. Substance, that what has been given it to you to rephrase. Suppose if your rephrasing content is 150 words, then your rewrited or rephrase content can be more than 200 or 250 words, because when you rephrase, it may length may exceed to the original content, but you cannot skip any of the important information. And another important thing which should be very much important in your rephrase content is compactness. Compactness means that you may not include irrelevant information in that paragraph. You have to be very much composed in rephrasing. Number 5th is translation. As I said in the opening of my lecture, that paraphrase is a species of translation, but it is not the translation. When you translate one thing from one language to another language, you may skip many of the things because of the unavailability of the particular word. Many of you are maybe unfamiliar that Allama Iqbal's poetry has been translated by many of other European scholars, but they could not convey the originality of that couplets or the elegies which is written by the Allama Iqbal with the same sense as it has been delivered by Allama Iqbal. It means that the translation may give you the glimpse or the understanding of something, but cannot give you the it cannot be written as comparison or in the comparative of the original text. So, this is the lacking of the translation. So avoid paraphrasing as the translation, because it can easily be caught by your examiner that he has translated rather than rephrase. So, I am writing another sentences for your practice as well. So, start that few books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and few to be digested. This shortest paragraph, or you may say this phrase, longest phrase, is from the Bacon's Essays of Studies. Few books are to be tasted, few to be swallowed, and others to be digested. So, now you have to paraphrase this longest sentence in your own words. So, practice it, that how you would bring out the rephrase content out of that. The sentence is very simple. Few books, some of the books are to be tasted and others to be swallowed and few to be digested. So, this is your practice, like practice this longer sentence, that how you may, like it is a one sentence and it may change into 1000 sentences. Like suppose if 500 people are watching me, this simple sentence when they practice at home can be rewrite into 500 different aspects. Now, it depends upon your capability, your understanding, that how you are perceiving one of the sentence. As I mentioned earlier, that at the end of the lecture I would tell you the 5 quick ways of making a paraphrase more easy for you. So, my dear student, the number one is read. If something has been given to you to rephrase or rewrite or repeat, so what you have to do is to read. As in our reading depends upon you, few are the slow readers, few are the average readers, few are the skim readers, and few are the so fast readers. So, first of all, read the paragraph. Then the second step is to reread by underlining the difficult words. Reread by understanding the difficult words. and when you find that teacher has given you a sentence like few books are to be tasted, other to be swallowed and few to be digested. Now you are reading this sentence and now just underline the words which can be turned or which can be replaced by another words, which can be few, tasted, swallowed, digested. These words can be rephrased or these words can easily be replaced by some other words. Number 3 is, now close your eyes and try to recreate or assemble the sentence with the different words. First you have to read, then reread, close your eyes and memorize that how this sentence can become into an other shape if you make it easy for the others. Write, review and rephrase. Read the sentence, reread the sentence, write what you have, what has come into your mind, review either what you have been written is equivalent, like have you missed any information or have you missed any of the facts or the figure which is being mentioned in the paragraph? No, then review whole of the sentence and write down the rephrase material. So this is the simplest technique of the rephrasing of a simple sentence and a simple paragraph. If you are going to rephrase for the thesis, then the citation, then the adding of the references, then the using of the quotation. Like if you are dragging some kind of a quotation from the literary book, then you again have to rephrase it, because if you will pick out the sentence and again write down the same as you have taken from the original text, you may face the plagiarism, and the plagiarism sometimes reject your whole of the material. There are so many things that how you can overcome the plagiarism, how you can rephrase your content. There are so many things which can help you to rephrase, but the authenticity resides in originality. If you will paraphrase with your own capabilities, with your own learning, your work seems to be the original, otherwise everything will be rejected in the last hour. So this was the paraphrasing. I tried my level best to make the paraphrase more easier for you, like there are so many things which have been present on the Google and many of the other resources in a very different word and the difficult words as well. So I hope that this sentence will be paraphrased by you at your home as a practice sentence. See you with another lecture. Take care. Allah Hafiz.